Guess who has returned from the grave? Okay, my last video I put on about 2 years ago, and it was about me and my big weight loss process. It just so happens that as soon as I actually did lose all of the weight, which was like 60 something pounds, my life drastically changed. I mean, you have no idea how things. I mean, you just don't really know how drastically things can change. By the way, I look really bad. I'm looking at myself in the camera, like, on the computer. I got a new computer. Anyway, but yeah, so I look really bad and I apologize. So please forgive me. It's nighttime. I'm about to go to bed. Yeah. Anyway, but so I just wanted to say hi, and a few people have requested for me to put on another Avatar review for, like, okay, two things. I'm gonna review the movie right now. Don't see it. Don't. Under absolutely any circumstances possible, see it. Okay, they pronounced Aang's name Ong. Now, I heard from my friend Chelsea that they were trying to stick with more of, like, the original thing. You know, the, you know, whatever, the Asian way of pronunciation. And I guess that made sense, but nobody knows that. That's the problem. The costumes I thought were pretty well done, but they were kind of cheesy looking at the same time. The effects were quite decent. The scenery was good, the sets were good, the acting. The girl who plays Katara, I'm sorry, girl, you need to get some lessons. You're gorgeous, you were so beautiful, you looked like I would imagine the real Katara, but you need lessons. Badly. Like, please. I'm never, just because of that one movie, I will probably never, ever watch another one of your movies. I'm sorry. Just, it wasn't really your fault. It was that M. Night guy. Okay? Maybe it was his directing. Okay, and the guy who played Jasper in Twilight, I'm not a big Twilight fan, but I just know of him. I expected more of him from Sokka. I mean, just after all, he was a really good actor in the Twilight movies. I mean, I thought he was a decent actor. I thought he was pretty funny. But him playing Sokka, when I found that out, I was kind of like, this is going to be kind of a stretch. But, I'll give it a chance. And I didn't think he played a very good Sokka. Sokka was a little too serious, wasn't sarcastic enough. The acting was kind of bland for him. I guess it just wasn't his thing. It wasn't his role. I would have rather seen somebody else in there, but I guess he did decent. I'm trying not to be mean, but I guess that's a critic kind of has to be mean. But overall, I thought it was one of the worst movies of the year. I found out like 5 years ago, before like almost anybody else, when I was a huge Avatar fan, that they were going to do this movie. And it said on avatarspirit.com, I wonder if that still exists. Anyway, but so it said, the guy who directed Signs is going to do it. I'm like, I know that movie. Yeah. And so I was like, oh, it's a decent movie. I hate Mel Gibson, but it's a decent movie. My boyfriend actually made me watch Braveheart the other day. See, I refuse to watch anything that involves Mel Gibson because I'm not Jewish, but I hate him because he's just such a jerk. Yeah, I'm sorry, Mel. You gotta pick up your life, man. I don't approve of you at all. Just saying. Anyway, but yeah, so Braveheart wasn't that bad. Braveheart was actually pretty good. I mean, the acting in it was phenomenal. Don't get me wrong, Mel Gibson's an amazing actor, but he's such a dick in real life. I mean, he is. Anybody who disagrees with me, I'm sorry. Anyway, but so, don't go see that movie. Not Braveheart. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about Avatar. Just don't go see it at all, please. Okay, this has been my review of the Avatar movie. I'll see you guys later with the Avatar final chapter. I never did a review over it because the whole time as I was watching it over the summer, I'm just going. I mean, it was a pretty epic thing. The most epic part of that movie, in my opinion, was when Azula goes crazy and she like throws her hairbrush at the mirror because her mother's reflection is in it, and it's like, I've always loved you, Azula. Roar! You know, I mean, I was just like, whoa. Anyway, okay, see you guys later. Okay, how do I get this to stop? I found it! Maybe not. Yes, Dad?